morning, ma'am. My full name is Helensiana Mul. You can call me Ellen. I come from Butempu. I live in Butempu. I am a student from 2019 Inc. And then I want to explain about the understanding coronavirus. First, I want to explain about the definitions the coronavirus. Currently, the word of the shocked by the outbreak of the disease caused by virus corona, a virus called corona, or now the COVID-19. The hundred is the people by being 100,000 people been spread the coronavirus around the world until even the thousands have died. And now I want to explain about the coronavirus. Let's start with the word outbreak, epidemic, and the pandemic. Those are definitely the top words that are being used when talking about the coronavirus. Already had full the pictures have to understand this word that imagines the target. You have the central point and the quickness, the high hertz. In the outbreak is and the increase the number the cause of coronavirus. And then the coronavirus started with an outbreak in one stone state. Over time, become and the epidemic with the large outbreak. And then that means that number the people who have the virus continue to go up quickly and is world over a larger geographic on. Now this week we also started to hear the word pandemic. Pandemic global the epidemic. It means the number, the cause continues to rise rapidly around the globe. Is the knowledge is one regions or one accordingly across multiple regions and the country and the country very country. Uh, Now, one more word that you may have heard of read this the related to this the coronavirus the epidemic. Um, the epidemic is the focal point or center point. And then as we go back to the first example sentence using the word cultured. Uh, Immediately, the outbreak in the United States began in the one stone state. The epidemic on the outbreak would be the particular neighborhood or locations where outbreak began. The epicenters was the nursing home in one eastern state. As we have the watching in the coronavirus move from outbreak is on the epidemic and then to pandemic. We need to respond different ways. The first thing that you responsibility hurts about restrictions are the limit or ways to control someone on the something. For example, Right now, there are many travel restrictions around the world. It means there's a limit or some control on where you can and cannot travel to. Uh, some companies are also distancing their employees. They may the canceling travel plans on asking employees to stay home to work. A second respond the social distancing. This the focus over to reduce close the contact between people and the purpose to social distancing to slow down the purpose to slow down the movement, the spread of coronavirus. This way, we have school closing. This why large public events are being cancelled, and way many business have started to encourage or mandate telework, which means working from home using the internet, emails, or telephones. Social distancing also means closing to stay home more often and avoiding public space or large crowds uh, when you around of the house. For example, if you going to work, you go to the grocery store and you have uh, see your neighbor. Uh, Social distancing would mean that what you don't or have close contact. The word quarantines mean to separate and restrict the movement of people who have the coronavirus or have been exposed to it, and those who have not. Uh, Many individuals have been asked or have volunteered to self quarantine, and what that means to they stay home and they restrict their movements. They don't go in public unless absolutely recently. Someone might get sick more easily, or their body is not fight a virus as well as the someone with a healthy immune system can. The third important reasons to slow down the spread of the coronavirus is to reduce to possibly of overstretching, overwhelming, or overburdening our healthcare systems and hospitals. To stay home more. Again, talking about the social distancing, choosing to stay home, or even if you need to self quarantine. The first one is the person first to stock up. To stock up means to have the extra supply, particularly of the basic necessities like food, medicine, and other essential household items, and is perfectly appropriate to do if you are going to self quarantine for 40 days. I think that's so. I want to the recommendations for people, other people's, my family, my friends, and other people to stay home and go to the lower home. I think so. Thank you.